Hey guys, Matt here, and today I'm going to share with you about your secret weapon in the best year ever launch. Now, this is for any of you who have taken the course before. I sent out an email about this earlier, but I know it didn't go to everybody. I asked Kyle on Michael's team for a list of all the affiliates that had been through best year ever, and I knew the number was higher than what we got back. And the reason is, different email addresses, different names, things like that. Of course, there's no way to perfectly match it all up. But if you read that email, then you already know your secret weapon. You don't need to watch this video. But if you didn't read that email, or you're just curious what the secret weapon is, keep watching because I'm going to share with you something. This is a huge deal in the sales portion of this launch. We're in the sales portion now. We're in this. This is all about sales. This is not about convincing them to opt in. This is all about sales. So I wanted to share something that is going to be immensely valuable to you. It's, like I said, your secret weapon. This secret weapon, if you have been through best year ever, if you've been through the course, you have an absolutely ridiculously massive, huge, nearly unbeatable advantage. So I want to encourage you to share that with your audience. I want to encourage you to share your experience. Don't focus on the swipe copy. Don't focus on the facts. Don't focus on what's in the course. Focus on your experience. Your experience, a transformation story, is the most powerful sales weapon that you have. And I say it's a secret weapon because the reality is most people don't use it. And in fact, most people don't even know they have it. Most people don't think that they have this powerful sales weapon. Well, my story isn't all that exciting. Well, neither was mine. I went through best year ever myself 3 years ago. I went through the very first version. In the following year, I paid more in taxes than I had made the previous year. I literally more than tripled my income. More than tripled my income. Now, the point of that is that year I was totally focused on finances and business. I've evolved, thanks to Michael. I have evolved. This past year, my wife and I went through together, and that was a different transformation. But that year, I set these ambitious goals, and I more than tripled my income. So I shared that with my audience the next year. I shared it. I said, you know what? This literally changed my life. So I told my tribe about it. I wrote from personal experience. I told my story. That was what was important is I told my story. I didn't try to tell somebody else's story. I didn't talk about a case study or somebody's testimonial. I told my story. That's the story that matters. And in that year, this is 2 years ago, I made $13,847 in commissions. Please don't think I'm ever going to forget that number. That's right up there with that 586 I made the year before. I had a list of under 2,000 people. I went toe to toe with some of the biggest names in internet marketing. I even beat Ray Edwards. I beat Jeff Goins by a couple of spots. Not that I keep track of that kind of thing or remind them of that. It's not like I told Ray every day for the next year that I did that. Reminded him. Yes, I did, because it was fun. And we had some text battles, and then he beat me last year, finished one spot ahead of me. Got that trip to Blackberry that I'm still hurting a little bit over, Ray. You hurt me, man. No, the following year I did the same thing. I made $19,991. I was one sale away from $20,000. Trust me, I know that. I know I was one sale away from $20,000. It was painful. It was even more painful than missing Blackberry, was just being away from a big goal that I had set. $9. One sale. I should have just bought one myself. Anyway, I didn't. But, I still had a list of barely 2,500 that year. That is the power of personal story. There is nothing more powerful. There's, if you remember the assessment, I shot that video and I told you how you could use words like, I just took this, life score assessment. You can't say, I just finished this course. Unless you did, but that's not really, you're not going to really have transformation. The only thing more powerful than that, in my opinion, is massive transformation. And maybe your transformation doesn't seem like it's massive. Maybe it doesn't, maybe you didn't lose 100 pounds, but you're in the best shape of your life. Maybe that's losing 10 pounds. Okay, that's really cool. Maybe you didn't triple your income, but you got a raise, you got a better job. That's still something to be proud of and something to share. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have to be massive, though. It doesn't have to be triple your income or lost a third of yourself or, a half of yourself. You didn't have to win the Biggest Loser to have massive transformation. So for the next few days during this launch, for the rest of this launch, actually, I want you to tell your story. I want you to be open, be bold, be vulnerable, be you, and good things will come, even if you have a small list. I'm living proof, and there are lots of others. So again, remember, you have a secret weapon, a superpower. You have a superpower. Use it, and it will pay off. I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.